Oh. Hey everybody, I'm Dave Jr. My dad's sick today, so I'm filling in for him. We're going to do a southern style breakfast today with grits, omelet, bacon, all kinds of good stuff. I'm going to start out with grits for every cup of water that you use in here. And the only really important thing to do about this is just to add some salt to it. So you just salt the water as you boil the water before you add the grits, so that the grit will soak up the flavor of the salt. And if you don't do it when if you don't salt the water instead of salting the grits after they're done, then it's like adding sugar to sweet tea after the sweet tea's been brewed, after just normal tea's been brewed. It doesn't work. You know, you have to do it all together to get the right taste out. It's good to add a little bit of butter to your grits, about a teaspoon of butter. You just put it in the water, let it boil with the salt and the water before we add it. When it comes to a boil, we'll just reduce it to a simmer, put it on low, with the lid on it, and it's done. And now, the omelet. We'll start off with the omelet. You have to put some butter in your pan so that it won't stick to the pan, and a little bit of flavor too. Why not? We're doing the omelet right now, and the most important thing about making an omelet is just how you do the eggs. You have to make them fluffy. You have to almost meringue the eggs by just really flipping it around. You know, and it's all in the wrist. You don't really have to move your arm at all. You really got to get a good motion in there. Make it all bubbly and fluffy and like that. Some people like to add milk to their eggs to make them fluffy, but if you just do it right and are patient enough with it, it will come too. You just got to remember, it's all in the wrist. Make them foamy, you know. It'll make the omelet a lot better. If you don't do this, it'll be all runny. Nobody wants a runny omelet. Everybody wants a nice, fluffy, good omelet, so you have to make the egg fluffy when you beat it. And like that, and it's all bubbly. You can see that's got a nice foam on it, so you know it's going to be fluffy because it's got the oxygen in the egg and it's going to work. Now we've got our butter melted in our pan. Everything's ready to go. The pan's good and hot for us to throw the egg in there. Just go ahead and throw it in so the egg will cook. After it starts bubbling up a little bit, you can start adding your ingredients. I like to have ham and cheese in mine, sometimes some bacon or whatever. You just add whatever kind of food you like to eat into your omelet, and it'll make it good. Just remember, what you like, add it to it now. And some cheese. Cheese is good. All up in there. Bam. Alright. The hardest part about an omelet is knowing when it's ready to cook. But you can tell by whenever it starts bubbling up over here, kind of like when you're cooking pancakes, that's when it's ready to do it. Just wait for these bubbles to start showing. I'm just waiting on that right now. When it does, we're just going to pick it up and toss it over. Kind of like fold it in half. You know? If you do it too soon, then the egg's not cooked enough and you really can't do it. And you'll see in the process of doing it that you just ruined your omelet. That's what happens if you do it too soon. See how it's all one? It's ready to flip. Go ahead and flip it. Try to at least. There we go. Don't burn yourself on other cooking elements. It's not good to do. That. After we flipped it once. After we did that, it wasn't bad. You guys probably saw that in the video. And now just let it cook into one. I'm gonna let it cook a little bit extra on the outside because I'm overloading with some cheese here, and I wanted to make it stay inside the omelet. We're going to cook some home fries for our southern breakfast. We start this off with some grease. Now we're just going to go ahead and use the same pan we use when we cook some bacon and some sausage. I poured off most of the grease from the bacon and the sausage, and that's what we're going to use. And you just want to throw in a whole onion, cut up real small and all, you know, and some garlic, onion and garlic. So you got the onions simmering, cooking down, some go a little bit longer. Add these to them after we drain off the water. There's just some potatoes cut up and skinned, ready for it. Now we're just going to take them and pour them all in there. Bam. Stir it up a little bit. Alright, and we're just going to turn this down to low, add some salt and pepper to them, and throw a lid on them. And just let them cook down until they're all brown and look kind of like hash browns, but not quite. Be very good with the bacon grease flavor and all that, and the onion flavor. You can already see it starting to come through as I throw them on the floor. We got a dog. The dog will eat them. It'll be fine. And there you go. So let that cook down until they're done, and it'll be good. And now, for the dessert of every decent breakfast, French toast. So French toast is easy. All it is toast covered in egg. So you just whip some egg up, make it nice and bubbly, then put some bread in it. Put some bread in, and put the bread in some egg like this. Then you take the bread and just throw it in the pan. Bam. One. Bam. And you just cook it, the toast, until it looks like toast, until the egg gets brown and it gets done. You have to flip it just once usually. It's real quick, so you gotta watch it. And there's French toast, and now we'll show you how to plate the Southern breakfast. And here you have the traditional Southern breakfast. It's very good. I'm going to enjoy eating this. This one right here has got an omelet under there with grits piled on top, and the ham, the sausage, and the bacon, so you can mix it together. Just eat it all. That's going to be delicious. This right here is for those of you that don't like grits, that just don't enjoy them as much as I do. So you would have the potatoes. These are the home fries. And we just simmered them, cooked them, and they're really good. And on the side right here, you get the bacon and the omelet, and so it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be great. And of course, you have French toast. The home fries, we just had some onions and some garlic, and we simmered the onions and garlic, then threw the potatoes right on top with the bacon grease and everything, and just let it simmer together for a while, and then slow until the potatoes were soft. It's going to be great. And then we have the bacon and the sausage and the omelet. And over here, you have the best plate of the day with the omelet. And then on top of the omelet, you have these grits. And on top of the grits, you have some ham, some bacon, and some sausage. And you can stir it all together, and you get this thing. And so you just go ahead and stir some to show you how beautiful this is. So now every single bite is going to have a piece of bacon, or a piece of ham, or a piece of sausage, or just this omelet. It's just the best omelet in the world. This is going to, oh, this is good. This is what you want to eat for breakfast. And here you have the traditional Southern breakfast. Thank you for watching Cooking with Dave, and hopefully Dave will be better next week for you guys to enjoy his wonderful cooking. Thank you, and have a great day.